plans to leave the island are moving forward well. Probably mid to third week of May. There's too many triggers here, but you know what I'm noticing now is a pattern that when people don't like something I did, although I didn't do anything wrong, and they won't discuss it, because you know, the People-Primates stick together, they're a big tribe, and that makes them right, is I'm noticing like the library staff, even the pool staff is starting to shift, like, you know, maybe he's not so bad, or I'm behaving, except I'm the same person who never misbehave, and they don't realize that they've been abusive to my human rights, and they haven't even wanted to participate in dialogue about what happened when I can explain what happened, you know? And they know I have the competence and the intelligence that if we would, you know, let's say get a third party to mediate these things where I'm banned from here and there, and then they're happy to have me back, and they think I'm great. They think I'm great in ways after that they didn't think before. And I really think a lot of it is linked to just me being consistent and them not realizing, no, I am who I am, and I'm stand behind my decisions, and when I owe an apology, I'll give it, and I'll give a good one, and a good explanation. Not excuses, but explanation of what the apology is, not just say I'm sorry. But that's rare, because once you get good at it, and once you care to do things right, apologies are rare. And they're even fun when they happen once in a while, because it's a change, and you practice the feedback of providing it. But people think I'm great later on after they complain or they ban me from some place, with never given me the chance to discuss their misinterpretation, where there's data and interviewing skills that could easily clarify it, because assumptions are evidence to people. Once they have it, and they talk about it, even though they talk about it to somebody, and that person that has no clue how to test an assumption either, then for them it's reality within seconds. And to actually question them, oh, that's your interpretation of things, and that's your little conspiracy theory, and you own it, and don't put it on me, that's all I have to say now. And then later on they think I'm great, because they think I behaved, or they didn't make any more assumptions, but unconsciously they don't realize this, because I stood my ground. I know the difference between right and wrong. And it's pretty pathetic, because it leaves me the victim, it leaves me triggered, and it leaves me without closure. They got to vent, and they got to punish me or violate my human rights, because, you know, that's what a tribe that has not undergone its maturation process does. You know, when confronted with the elusive Homo sapien who has, and who can provide, you know, testimony of what happened and question things and the sequence of things and how they ended up in that little reality. But it gets so complex over time that even though I have a good memory without taking notes, for them it's so, because an assumption is generalized, right? There's no details associated to it. So when I have my details, they're like, they need to sit down. Because for them it's like saying, you know, it's like going back in history in the past and saying, oh, you know how we thought the Earth orbited the moon? Well, it doesn't. Turns out it's from that movie, and there's whatever it is, you know, for them it's like, oh man, they believe the Earth is like this for so long, or the moon, that for me to give details, which is just plain simple reality of what happened, with details, it's amazing how I can say, oh, remember you thought this, and then that person talked to that person, and it's still, they can't pay attention that long. Their attention span is, you can be specific, detail, provide evidence, and it seems confusing to them, evidence of reality, when their assumption is old now, and it's rooted in their reality, and they really think things are like this. And they were right, and now they're thinking, oh my God, is he crazy? We thought he was behaving now. And I'm the same guy I always was. And there's multiple things like this now. And it's strange, these People-Primates, they're getting worse at reality. And you could say right after, oh, I said this because of this. Like, can you just read the last message? And they won't even read it. They're still so intellectually lazy. The evidence is right there within the last 24 hours on their own Facebook a lot of time. And they can't verify their assumptions themselves. It's like, holy crap, I can't believe how low on the scale of various types of intelligence this People-Primates I share DNA with is at this stage of their HsD. They're like deer in headlights, unconsciously knowing their failed societies are about to crash even worse for them and their kids and grandkids.